right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of July. Wow, this year has just flew past, already halfway gone. And man, I remember back to the summer when these 2000 vintage Bordeaux were being released. Wow, man, it was like unbelievable, man, how fast these wines were flying out the door. The press on the 2000 vintage, the Millennium release from Bordeaux was just huge. These wines were getting top scores, a lot of 95 plus scores. People wanted to buy them. They wanted to get cases of them. And Costco was selling them. I had people calling me from Costco saying, Andrew, there's 10 cases of Chateau Latour here for $250 a bottle. And I tell them, buy everything you can get. That wine got 100 points from Robert Parker. And those 100-point wines, wow, amazing how that extra 2 points really make them fly out the door. But I can't tell you how many great wines I've had from Bordeaux. It only scored 75, 78, 79 points, like this Gombaude Guillot, which scored 75 to 79 points. An absolute atrocious review in the Wine Advocate, but hey, this is Robert Chadderon Selections. This is a wine that I know, and I've had many times in the past. We used to buy a ton of stuff from Robert Chadderon when he was in business, and he had a great palate. There's one thing that you know, that if he put his name on the bottle, I don't care what Robert Parker scored the wine, it's going to be outstanding. And this wine now 15 years old, starting to drink at its peak, and an average score of 90 points on Cellartracker. These are the actual people that have been drinking this wine over the last few years, and let me tell you, this is a great little property. Founded in 1868, only 7 hectares on the plateau of Pomerol, so they get a mixture of that blue clay and a little sand in the soil here, and this family, like I said, you know, they've been farming this plot of land, farmed organically, and they make 2,500 cases of this wine. Pomerol is a small one-horse town. As a matter of fact, the Chateau used to be a cafe where the locals would go for a drink after church. And, you know, so definitely part of the local heritage here, this property, Gombaude Guillot. Like I said, a famous property in Pomerol, maybe not to the liking of Robert Parker, but I have to say this wine is just delicious. Textbook Pomerol, drinking beautifully right now, has this rich plum and currant cherry fruit still, laced with fresh plowed earth and a wonderful freshness, a wonderful like cigar tobacco spice to the finish here, and really nice and elegant, light but not light in nuance and flavor. This wine drinking at its peak, an excellent example of what vintage Pomerol should taste like. So check it out, one of our great little discoveries here. And hey, in addition to that, we put everything else that we've got from the 2000 vintage from Bordeaux on this offering because it was a stellar vintage in Bordeaux. And you don't have to go strictly by the numbers. You can close your eyes and point in 2000 and get great wines. Check it out. A little gem here from Pomerol, the Gombaude Guillot 2000, along with everything else we have in the store from the 2000 vintage from Bordeaux. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.